Another day, another teaser. D3, right? Yeah, because Thursday is the update. So D3, and I'm not. Maybe I can zoom in, but the GIF is essentially just Zeldris. D3 coming soon for the global 3.5 anniversary. Now, if you missed out, you've been living under a rock. There was a hint by 7DS Leaks that the festival would either be Demon King Melee or Demon King Zeldris. We're still up in the air which form of Demon King Zeldris, because the picture that he used was this one, which is obviously not the final form. And personally, if we were to get Demon King Zeldris, I would prefer this one. The one like right before the final form. Because I think the final form, it doesn't look bad, but it's not Zeldris anymore, right? The final form of Demon King Zeldris is just Demon King. You know? It doesn't look like Zeldris anymore at all. While, you know, Meliodas is the like final Demon King form, does still resemble Meliodas to a degree. But Zeldris is like completely out of the water. Like, it's just not him anymore. I would prefer that, but if it is the final form of Demon King as well, I wouldn't mind it. But Zeldris seems to be what we're getting for, you know, the next few, or the next banner. And I wonder how people are reacting to this. All right, these are the comments. It's a wheelchair golfer with special airdrop engines. You easily roll over the current meta. Wheelchair golfer is like an interesting one, because obviously he should be a demon, but considering Grand Cross's track record, I would not be surprised if they made him unknown. And unknown is so stacked. Oh no. OG Blue Zeldris in the demon team. Yeah, definitely will work. I think it's Mosby and Dariari Indra mode. I mean, it was because the last leak was like this. But we already had, like, Alexis would not say anything if he wasn't at least a little confident. I will say, like, every time he says something, pretty much, I can't recall a time where he said something and it didn't happen. Like, if he says something, it's because he knows something. Okay? He doesn't just say shit. Okay? Okay? He doesn't just say shit. He says when he knows. Not Indra Spear Dariari. So would just be a great father, so true. I wanted to see what people think of Zeldris, not what it is. Demon King Zeldris not even out yet, and I know he's gonna be mid because the marble hates him. Fair, it should be fair, right? Zeldris has a up and down track record. Blue Zeldris was okay at launch. I'm saying at launch. Red Zeldris was pretty good. Pretty good. Green Zeldris at launch was really bad. Don't try to argue, oh, he was really bad. He was buffed because he was really bad, right? And now he's good, but after the relic especially. But at launch, Green Zeldris was really bad. And then, you know, the newer Zeldris, Nebula Zeldris, he wasn't what we wanted, but he was good. Disappointing, for sure, but he was good. Well, there appears to be no one's talking about. Let me see the Twitter comments. Thank God on the 400th Meliodas. We get 1 Meliodas a year. I'm not counting champion Meliodas. We get 1 Meliodas a year. Calm down. He's the main character as well. 1 Meliodas a year and he's the main character. A lot of Japanese. I did see a comment that's interesting. Someone reminding how bad the Esterosa banner was last year. So last year, what we got in this current time slot was Esterosa, right? The banner was unbelievably bad. You know, we had Assault Melee, which, mind you, at the time was a bad unit. Green Zeldris, I believe, pre-Relic? I could be misremembering. Margaret, which, again, at the time, not a good unit. That's before my all. And Kusok, never really a good unit to begin with. Festivals in this banner were trash. And then the unfeatured SSR, bro, Tarmiel, Sauriel. These are the old ones, right? This is Blue Tarmiel, Red Sauriel, Ludociel, Chandler. Like these are all old characters. Hendrickson, Balion, and then the Commandments. It was such a terrible banner. It was like they knew that the only reason why people would be summoning on this banner is because Estarossa is hype by himself. So they just made sure to make the banner the worst imaginable. It could be the case again. I can see it because Demon King Zaldris is hype. Is it more hype than Berserk Estarossa? I don't think so. Some people might disagree, maybe. I don't think most of you would disagree with me. I think Berserk Estarossa, Assault Mode Estarossa, is more hype than Demon King Zaldris. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Demon King is cool, but Estarossa is cooler. I can see them making this a horrible banner again. Would it be a skip? It depends on how much you value what he's gonna bring. The likelihood is that Demon King Zaldris would be a demon team unit. I can't say that for sure because, you know, they can really just do anything they want. They can make him a anti-demon character or anti-Meliodas character or something. Like if you use him, you can't use Meliodas, something like that. They could do anything. We've seen how long passes are getting. But, you know, in any case, likelihood is that he's going to be a demon team character. If you already have been rocking the Sins team and the banner ends up being absolute garbage, might be a point for skipping. But that's we don't know yet. It's pretty hard to predict what's going to come out after this Demon King, especially considering what we had last year. We had Estarossa, and then we had Zaldris, which was complementing Estarossa. Could we have another character to complement the Demon King? Could, but we already have so many demons. So many. Like, who would they even bring? Then we had a Ragnarok, followed up by a collab, right? Which, collabs are very hard to predict. They could drop a collab on the same day. They could not, you know. Then we had another attempt of a buff to the Demon King, but Chandler fell flat. Then a festival. Then, you know, keeps moving forward, right? It's very hard to tell what is coming after this banner. Is it worth skipping? But we'll see. If the unit is broken enough, then sure. But in any case, we don't know. And in all likelihood, it will be. Every festival is. Except very few of them, so...